Hello and welcome to Hypeno, where we bring you the latest news briefings and analysis on technologies and EVs to keep you informed. This hour in focus, we are exploring China's claim of developing world's most powerful radar chip using gallium nitride, despite US sanctions. But before we proceed, please kindly like and subscribe to this channel by clicking the bell notification feature below to help YouTube learn of your preferences and to receive notifications each time new videos are uploaded on this channel. Let's get started. The majority of X-band radars are utilized by the military for the purposes of threat detection and missile guidance. A group of researchers affiliated with a major Chinese defense business claims to have created a new chip that is capable of providing power to extremely strong radars operating in this band. According to a story published by the South China Morning Post, this finger-sized semiconductor, which is capable of creating radar signals peaking at 2.4 kilowatts, represents a big leap ahead. The report further stated that this chip outperforms similar power amplifying chips found in most existing radar systems by 1 to 2 orders of magnitude. The Chinese researchers said that the development of this powerful chip is vital since the present chip technology is unable to satisfy the demands of new ultra-high power microwave systems due to their comparatively low power density. This is because the existing chip technology was developed in the 1980s. The researchers working for the Chinese company believe that the newly developed chip has the potential to have useful uses in the real world, and that it can be produced in big quantities at a reasonable cost. In addition, the research group redesigned the gate, which is an essential part of the chip and is responsible for the emission of signals. They did this by changing the gate's configuration from the conventionally used T-shape to a V-shape. This was done in order to improve the chip's performance. The Chinese scientists claim that they have produced a radar component that is capable of producing record power output in the X-band and contains a chip that was built in China. The China Electronics Technology Group Corporation is depicted here. According to what they discovered, this very simple adjustment significantly improved both the strength and the quality of the radar readings. Furthermore, in order to address the ongoing problem of heat stress in radar operations, the paper states that the new chip displays outstanding thermal stability. It maintains a temperature that is significantly lower than the temperature threshold for safety, even while it is working at peak power levels. Beijing has intensified its attention on defense in response to the rising competition between China and the United States. This has resulted in an increased amount of work being directed towards the development of powerful military systems, including cutting-edge radar technology. In June, it was claimed by the Eurasian Times that China had stated its ambitions to build a sophisticated radar system meant for warships. This system would have the capability to detect numerous targets across a range of 3,500 kilometers, which is nearly the distance to Guam. The researchers working on that project hypothesized that the active phased array radar of the next generation would be capable of producing signals with a power output of up to 30 megawatts. This would require the flawless coordination of tens of thousands of chips in order to generate powerful electromagnetic waves in the form of rapid pulses that are in sync with one another. This cutting-edge chip makes use of gallium nitride, a semiconductor material that is well known for its capacity to improve the power and efficiency of electronic devices. Despite the fact that China is responsible for producing more than 80% of the world's gallium supply, the United States government and its allies have placed major export restrictions on high-powered semiconductors that are gallium-based. As a direct response, Beijing placed limitations on the export of this vital metal in the month of July. The gallium nitride layer on the chip, which is only a few nanometers thick, is responsible for the generation of strong signals by facilitating a rapid electron flow. However, when the study team attempted to achieve a power output greater than 1 kilowatt, they were met with a difficult obstacle. Once this threshold is passed, the majority of gallium-based semiconductors become prone to electron leakage under conditions of high voltage. Aluminium, which might act as a barrier against electron leakage, was included in the gallium nitride mixture by the researchers so that they could address this issue. Because excessive levels of aluminium could impede electron flow and lower the chip's peak power capabilities, they had to carefully calibrate the amount of aluminium in the chip. The escalating geopolitical tensions between the United States and China have frequently centered on radar systems as one of the central points of contention. It is widely seen to be a direct threat to national security when competing nations install sophisticated radar systems. In 2016, South Korea became the first country in the world to deploy the United States Terminal High Altitude Area Defense (THAAD) missile defense system. This is a significant example of this phenomenon. As a result of this maneuver, Beijing was forced to respond with economic sanctions, while simultaneously arguing that the radar counter-missile system posed a substantial threat to China's security interests. In modern cutting-edge microelectronics, gallium is used in a wide variety of applications, ranging from semiconductors to light-emitting diodes, LEDs. In addition to this, it has played, for a significant amount of time, the part of an essential component in state-of-the-art defense systems and the logistics network used by the military within the United States. The most common application for it has been in high-powered radar systems, such as the AN/SPY-6 radar that is used by the United States Navy and the AN/TPS-80G/ATR radar that is used by the United States Marine Corps. As a form of retaliation for the export limitations imposed by the United States government on semiconductors, Beijing imposed export restrictions on gallium with the intention of disrupting the supply chain for defense-related goods. This move was interpreted as Beijing capitalizing on Washington's anxieties about its own vulnerabilities in order to increase its leverage against the United States. However, a number of industry experts believe that Beijing's export limits may only have a marginal impact on the supply chain of the Pentagon. In order to lessen the effects of these sanctions, the leaders of the American defense sector will probably look for alternative suppliers of gallium. That's where we wrap things up for the time being. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.